can't believe no one said anything.
No, seriously, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone.
Jesus. Oh, by the way, you said you had something you wanted to show me?
Oh, yeah. I found this whole box of knickknacks, and I thought it'd be more fun to go through it on someone.
Oh, have you peeked in there yet?
Not yet. Why'd I put this in here?
Where's the figure?
Oh, it's up here.
See? How'd it get broken?
My cat knocked it off my dresser because she was being needy and annoying.
Dang. I guess that's why people keep them in the box.
I mean, yeah, I could have kept it in the box, but I feel like that takes away from the figure, you know? I would rather it be, like, seen up there than kept in the box safely.
I guess. I think I'd be too scared to take it out of the box, you know? Like, just worried that it would get broken.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's just a figure. Plus, there are other ones. I mean, I have another one here, and it's never fallen. Or, I mean, it has, but it's never broken.
So why not just fix the first one?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it reminds me to be a little bit more careful with my things. And besides, I don't mind fixing the hand time and time again, even if it is a little annoying.
So why not just fix the first one? Wouldn't it be better to just, like, fix it and then forget it was broken in the first place?
The way I see it, I could take it as a life lesson.
Oh, yeah? What life lesson can you get from a broken figure? You didn't even watch that Tokyo Ghoul show. You only watched the first one.
The character's not even the point, okay? Like, that's not what we're focusing on.
Oh, yeah? So what is it?
Okay, so I guess it's kind of like me. Okay, well, like, it's kind of like, it's also kind of like meeting new people. Okay, so when I was in middle school, I just always tried to fit in. I just put myself in whatever box that I thought most people would like. And it kind of caused a lot of identity issues because I didn't really know who I was. And then I ended up moving schools halfway through 6th grade, and I decided that it was time to reinvent myself, kind of. I made some new friends, but it was honestly kind of short-lived.
Then what?
Well, then COVID happened, and I didn't interact with my family, or anyone outside of my family, for, like, forever. And then I spent half of my 7th grade year trying to keep up with my schoolwork and kind of failing. And, well, then when I actually came back to in-person, I still didn't know anyone and didn't really have any friends, and most people, you know, at least sort of knew each other because they had been there the entirety of middle school, or, like, at least, like, since elementary school. A lot of these kids knew each other since they were young.
So, what? Are you gonna say you're like a broken toy that no one wanted until a special friend came along?
So, I kind of did make some friends, but just, it didn't last, you know? It was a lot of things. I was a pushy kid who, like, didn't know what boundaries were and didn't understand social cues, and I didn't really know how to talk to me, so it just didn't work out, especially since I was moving schools to, you know, go to a new high school.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine, you know, it's happened already, past is in the past and all that stuff.
Okay, so the broken figure is kind of like getting your heart broken by your friends? That's so depressing. Why would you want to be reminded of that?
Well, I mean, this one is only one half of it. The other half is the Alucard figure.
You mean the figure that is also from the second series that you also haven't seen?
Oh, whatever. That's not the point, okay? I'm starting to regret letting you over.
Sorry. Go on.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, it also is not in a box.
Astute observation, Sherlock.
Well, consider this. Notice how it is also completely intact and unbroken, despite also not being in a box.
Are we so serious right now?
Okay, well, this figure is like my new school. I mean, it's fallen a few times, but it's not broken. When I first got to the new school, you know, most of these kids had known each other forever, and I had a hard time making friends. But, I I mean, I made a few at first, and that didn't really work out, and it hurt, but I kept trying, and eventually I really did find some good friends, you know? I mean, I know they care about me for who I am because I never tried to be anyone else. I didn't try to go back into a box after the figure broke. I kept taking myself out of the box. Kind of unboxed myself. You see what I did there?
That was a really bad joke.
Yeah, I know. But that's not the point. The point is, I kept trying despite the past. Despite the fact that I had been hurt in the past, I kept putting myself out there. I never tried to change myself, even though some people didn't like who I was. And eventually, I found people who appreciated me for me.